So, for a straight man, are you attracted to every woman that you see in the world because you're straight? And this is a big world. That would mean that you are attracted to every woman that you see. No matter what they look like, no matter what race, no matter how they act, they look good or if they don't look good. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so it's that can vary. But that would mean that for us to be attracted to all straight men, that means all straight men are attracted to all women. And now you see how crazy it sounds.
Hey, how's everything going?
I definitely applaud you because
Hello, family. What's good? Welcome back to another episode of Life with Jay and Joe. I am Jay,
I'm Joe.
and we are going to discuss the misconceptions that people have of gay men.
Yes, and I'm gonna be eating popcorn because I'm hungry and I haven't had breakfast, which is actually will be brunch because we woke up hella late.
And yeah, I'll be drinking my wine that I have here in my Life with Jay and Joe cup. It's Moscato, so don't shoot me. And without further ado, you ready to jump in?
Let's do it.
Misconception number one: being gay is a mental illness.
Well, that's definitely false.
Absolutely false. I disagree with that with every fiber of my being. I think that anybody who think that is a mental illness is mentally ill.
I agree because being gay is not something that doesn't mean you're crazy. Doesn't mean you have something wrong with your brain. It's just mean that you like the same sex.
I don't understand how can you equate a sexual orientation to something being mentally wrong or being mentally unstable. I don't think those two are the same. I think they're two totally different things. And
No.
you just can't compare the two. They're on two different spectrums.
I also think people are just weird and confused and just go off this thing where because something is different, it's wrong. And just because something is different from you doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means that it's different from you. So, yeah, and also to point out, if you do have a problem with gay people or people in this community, and you think we have a mental illness, then you also probably want to stop doing a lot of things, like stop wearing clothes, stop, buying furniture, stop doing a lot of things, stop reading books. There's nothing you can touch without having somebody from the community, our community, been behind in some form or fashion.
Gay relationships don't last.
Well, that's definitely a lie because we've been in a relationship for 15 years. We've definitely had our issues in our relationship, but you can't really say gay relationships don't last because being gay doesn't really mean that your relationship is going to be any different because you just take the sexual part out of it. It's a relationship.
Yeah.
So I can have the same kind of relationship that a heterosexual couple can have. There is really no big difference if you take the sexual part out of it.
Just like a heterosexual relationship, people fight, people go through things, people
Yeah.
argue. I mean, there's not one relationship, whether it be gay or straight, that I know of that don't or have not gone through things. So I think that's crazy. I don't agree with that at all. That's bananas to me.
Yeah, and there are some heterosexual relationships that don't last over 2 months, and there's some that last for 50 years.
Yeah.
And that's the same for gay relationships. So just know that you can't put us in a box where it's just a relationship. It can be the same thing as a friendship. Friendships can last, friendships cannot last.
Right.
So that is definitely not true. And we're living proof of it. All right, so my next one is you can tell someone is gay by their appearance.
I think that could have possibly been the case like back in the day, but now in the times that we're living in, I mean, you have metrosexual men, You have men that wear tighter clothes than we do. You have men that likes to show their butts. You have, I mean, there you have so many different types of people that you can't just like pinpoint a person, whether or not a person is gay by the way that they look, because you have men, like straight men, that are prettier than girls
That is true, and are completely straight.
and are completely straight.
You also have straight men that like to bleach their hair.
Yeah,
You have straight men that are painting their nails.
yeah,
Like at this point, I mean, even if you thought you could tell a person from looking at them that they were gay or straight, the lines are so blurred now because fashion is so blurred,
yeah,
and everybody kind of like wears whatever. Because I feel like, 20 years ago when I was, just about to be in my 20s, or not just about to be in my 20s, but in my younger 20s, if I was walking around with like nails, I'll be automatically considered gay.
yeah,
If I was walking around with my hair bleached, I'll be automatically considered gay. Even though like Cisco back in the day had his hair bleached, but I don't think some people thought he was gay, but some people didn't.
yeah.
But also he was in, the industry. But now it's very common for just regular man who's not even in any form of like
Show business,
show business, walking around with their nails painted, walking around with tight
blonde
fitted
hair.
pants, tighter pants than I would even wear. And a lot of people, since I've been in this life, I've had many women that have said, "Oh, you don't look gay." And my response to them is, "Well, what does gay look like? Like, what am I supposed to look like? Just because I am attracted to another man, that mean I have to look a certain way?" It really makes no sense.
Zero.
But I mean, the world we live in, I see why people feel that way.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. If you really think about it, it really doesn't make any sense.
Gay men are always out and proud.
Or that's definitely not true, because there are a lot of gay men that are in the closet. There are a lot of gay men that will come out to like 20 years later after knowing that they're gay. There are some people that are gay and proud, but there are some people that are not because they don't want to deal with how people are going to look at them in this world. They don't want to deal with rejection from their family and friends. There are some men who like have wives and kids and have this whole suburban lifestyle, but then go out at night and messing around with other men secretly because they feel like they can't be them true selves. So being gay and proud is a thing. There are a lot of men that are gay and proud. I'm definitely gay and proud. But at the same time, there are a lot of men that are not, and there are a lot of men that are not comfortable with showcasing who they really are because they don't want to deal with
The backlash.
the backlash and all the stuff that comes with it. Because being gay, although some people may look at it like, oh, being gay, they have this, they have that, and now the world is looking at it where like if you're gay, a lot of people don't say anything because they don't want to get canceled because they may say something wrong about a gay person. But also on the other side of that, being gay is not easy because there are a lot of people that do not like us, and there are a lot of people that say things about us, and there are a lot of people that want to do things to us because we're gay. So
Yes, I think first I would say being gay is not for the weak. Like you can't like we have to deal with so many things, so much backlash, so much hate, so much aggression, so much verbal abuse, so much mental abuse that you have to be a particular type of person to be able to live in your truth, be who you are without a care, and just walk this world with your head up.
my next one is all gay men want to be women.
False. That is so far from the truth.
Very.
That is so far from the truth. I mean, there is a portion of gay men who want to be women, but at the same time, they are not considered gay men. They're transsexuals,
Yeah, unless they haven't transitioned yet.
unless they haven't transitioned yet. But gay men, in my opinion, most gay men don't want to be women. I mean, just because I like men doesn't mean I want to be a woman.
Yeah.
Just because I wear tight jeans don't mean I want to be a woman. Just because I have my eyebrows arched don't mean I want to be a woman. Just because I have my fingernails with stones on it don't mean I want to be a woman. Like, that's crazy. That's
But
bananas.
I think that kind of goes back to the whole thing that a lot of people think gay men are just overly feminine, and that's also not true.
Yeah, no.
And like I said, like a lot of people who don't know I'm gay don't think that I'm gay because I'm not the image that they have in their head of what a gay man should be. But I also think that it's because of what we would see on
TV.
media.
Yeah.
Because at one point, which it has got better, but at one point, all you saw on media was an overly feminine gay guy. He always had to be the overly feminine gay best friend or the overly feminine gay guy that worked in the office.
Yeah.
You barely ever saw anybody that looked like me, whether that was a black gay man or just a gay man in general that was masculine. It wasn't like a thing, which is getting better. You're seeing more of a variety of gay men on TV,
Yeah.
but I still feel like it hasn't got to where it should be.
And I think that the issue that we have as a society is that they try and put all of us in the same box as if we are all the same, and we are
And
not
we're
all
not.
the same. We are not all the same.
Definitely not.
And so I think that's where that misconception comes from, amongst other things as well.
I agree.
Gay men are not real men.
Well, that doesn't even make any sense to me. Because first of all, what is a real man?
Yeah, I think that should be the first question. First of all, tell me what you think a real man is. Let's start there.
Yeah, because I don't even know what would be considered a real man. Because I mean, I guess a real man would be a man, and I am a real man. He's a real man. Like, what's the definition of a real man? Because my definition of a real man is a man, like
Yeah,
a person that identify as a man. To me, that's a real man.
that's a real man.
And I'm not saying a person that was born like a cis male, which means that you were born with what you identify as. I consider a real man as a person that identifies himself as a real man. And I know some people may disagree with that because they may feel like, well, if you weren't born a male and you are now a male, you're not a real man. But in my eyes, if you identify as a man, you are a real man. And that's just the end of it for me.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I think that yeah, I think everybody's definition of what a real man is different. I think a real man. So I think that what people have is this thing that a man provides, and a man takes care of his wife, and a man takes care of the bills and all that other kind of stuff. That doesn't make you a man. That makes you a husband. That makes you a father. That makes you, someone's partner, someone's spouse. That is what you signed up for. That doesn't make you a man.
But even if it was that logic, that still doesn't make any sense because there are some relationships where the woman is doing all those things, like in a heterosexual relationship,
That's
where the
my
woman
point.
is doing all those things.
That's my point. That doesn't make you a man.
Well, I just dropped this popcorn. But yeah, a man is a man.
Yeah, I feel like being a real man is. I feel like being a real man is something that you that I can put on myself. Like, you can't put anything on me. Like, I have to be able to put that on myself. If I present myself as this way, if I carry myself as this way, and I present myself to the world as this way, then that's just who I am. You can't tell me what I am.
Yeah, and don't worry about what I do or what I do that you feel is not a real man, and don't worry about what I have. Like, don't worry about my private parts that you may or may not consider a real man.
Right. That ain't none of your business.
Not.
Gay men are attracted to all straight men. What do you think? What do you think? Why
That's
you feel that?
but that I have thoughts. That's funny to me.
Yes, bananas. So y'all take a minute to answer that question, but in the meantime, Joe, do tell.
Okay, so I think that can go really deep. Because first of all, I'll just start off and say I definitely do not believe that. I personally do not want to be with a straight man. Although a lot of people are attracted to masculinity, and maybe that gets confused with straight man because you're masculine. It's not really the same thing. And I also feel like there are a lot of straight men that feel like because you're gay, you're gonna be attracted to them. And I touched on this in a video that we did before with the Christmas Q&A or the holiday Q&A. That basically just because you're straight or just because you're a man don't mean that I'm attracted to you and I want to take you to my bedroom and you know do everything to you or have you do something to me. It doesn't work like that. I have to be attracted to you to even want to get to that point. And not every straight man I'm attracted to. There are some straight men that I may even find like sexy, but still not attracted to them sexually. There are some straight men I just completely am turned off from. Like, I don't think they're attractive at all.
I absolutely agree. I think that that is one of the most absurd things that I've ever heard. Just because I am attracted to men doesn't mean that I am attracted to all men. No, baby, just like everybody else, we have standards, and not every man meets those standards. Just because I think you're cute, don't mean we need to go and get busy behind a trash can. That's just not what's up. You know what I mean? Like, just because I say, oh, he's handsome, or oh, he has a nice body, or oh, he got nice lips, don't mean I want to kiss you, Miss Mamas. Like, what are you talking about? I think that is crazy. I think it is stupid. I think it is ignorant for that to be a thing.
And yeah, just to put into like a different kind of perspective. So for a straight man, are you attracted to every woman that you see in the world because you're straight? So if you see every female that lives in this entire world, and this is a big world, that would mean that you are attracted to every woman that you see. No matter what they look like, no matter what race, no matter how they act, no matter if they look good or if they don't look good. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so it's that can vary. But that would mean that for us to be attracted to all straight men, that mean all straight men are attracted to all women. And now you see how crazy it sounds. And I think I'm done with that. Okay, like that.
I'm just making a mess.
I,
Oh, you ate that?
I got popcorn in my too.
I just waste mine on this blanket.
Gay men are overly sensitive or emotional.
I disagree with that. I personally think gay men are less emotional and sensitive. Not all. Now I do think that there are some gay men that are emotional and sensitive, but I think that goes to the blanket that putting everybody in the same box. Because I do think that there are some gay men that are just not sensitive at all, not emotional, that shows no emotion with things, and I think that comes from a lot of the things that they had to deal with growing up being a gay man. So I don't think that we can say that across the board. Do I think it applies to some of us? Yeah, but not all of us. Again, we are not all the same.
That's true. Sorry, it's so good. I'm listening to you.
I mean, I'm done. You gotta talk. But you can't because you stuck it on that salt and vinegar season it.
I am. It's so good.
The ghetto.
But yeah, I definitely agree. Like, there are some gay men that are overly sensitive, and there are a lot that are not, because a lot of gay men build up a wall around them because dealing with all the stuff they had to deal with growing up, with the bullying, the name calling, the "you're going to hell" statements, and so a lot of people just have this wall where it's so hard to even penetrate, to even get them to even get emotional or have sensitivity because of society and in a way that they've done a lot of gay people. And on top of that, me personally, I can be overly sensitive and I can be emotional, but it's only with a specific group of people. Like for me, I'm only that way when it comes to somebody that I love, like I've developed love for. This can be like, my love for you, my love for my family, my love for my friends. You have to like really get to a certain point with me to even get me to even have any kind of real emotion towards something to you that you may do to me that I may, not like. Because normally I'll just be like, oh, well, whatever. It is what it is kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, we can be a little bit more quick-witted or a little bit more sharp-tongued or a little bit more aggressive at times than straight men, and I think that is also because of what we had to deal with growing up. Being a gay person, we had to fight, we had to argue, we had to there are things that we had to deal with, and things that we had to get past.
Right.
Growing up, being a gay man in the world in general. So I think that that's why we are so quick with it and we are so sharp tongued because we have a lot of practice.
So guys, we do want you to answer in the comments because one of our favorite misconceptions that we talked about was that all gay men are attracted to straight men. And I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Or if you have any other ones that you want to speak on,
Yes.
please drop them in the comments because we would love to hear, what you think. Just to let you know again, we will be going live very soon, and not saying like we post a video and we do the chat with us live, but we're actually going to do a real live
Yes.
very soon. We haven't figured out the date, but it's coming soon and we will keep you all posted.
And we hope that you guys are going to join us, ask us all the questions that you want to ask.
Yeah.
We'll be live. And the only way for that to work is if y'all talk back to us.
Yeah.
We want y'all to engage with us. We want y'all to tell us y'all thoughts, ask us y'all questions. Share your thoughts, feelings, and questions with us, and we will answer them as honest as possible.
And then we're going to keep it real too, and also tell us what you like about us, what you don't like about us.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
And as always, what I always say, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a cousin to tell uncles, aunties, uncles, nephews, brothers, sisters, cousins-in-law, sister-in-law, stepsister, stepdaddy, stepmama, step-grandmama, grandma-in-law, to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, we love you guys.
But that's not what you always say, because you say some of that, but then you flip it. But I get what you was trying to say. But that's not what you always say. So tell me how I flip it. Because sometimes you be like, tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend. And then you be like, hey, aunties, cousins, nephew, nieces. And now you start throwing in like, whatever else. You be adding in stuff. So it's not what you always say. I get what you were trying to just say, but it's not what you always say. You change it up sometimes. But I get what you mean.
But I always say that at the end of the video, don't I?
You say some of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love you though. While you're waiting, please watch one of our other videos by clicking the left or the right, and hope you enjoy. Love you.
Mean it.